I'll say the story. So
It's on you to open.
All right.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I opened last time, but
no, you didn't. I did.
Nah, he did.
I did. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
You obviously don't be listening to the show. You ready, nigga?
Oh my god. So you're in.
Good afternoon, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. Welcome to the Cat vs. Dog podcast with me, Young Dolemite, and my lovely co-host CJ.
What's up?
I'm gonna be opening this shit every episode. Watch.
Bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Ben, how you doing?
I'm good.
The super producer.
Producer.
Red print.
Yeah, this fucking
red print. That sounds like something else.
This.
Damn.
Wait a minute.
She
that.
played you.
Point deducted.
No, it sounds like just like girly.
Out
Why would you say red print? He said it.
Hey, I didn't make it up. Will coined that term.
Oh well, shame on Will ass.
That's fucked up. That was a catchy name till she said that.
Listen, y'all, that's why y'all need a woman's perspective to hear shit. Because y'all be thinking shit sound cool as fuck and it be out here sounding a little suspect.
Sounded cool.
Red print.
Stepped on it.
Well,
now stepped on.
She's not from out here. She wouldn't understand.
I got some red Converse.
You got some red chucks on?
Red Vans.
Oh no, that's over there on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh,
nigga said that's the west side shit.
That's north. That's like
north of the 10,
yeah.
west of the 405. That's that beachy shit.
Yeah.
Everybody wears Vans.
How was your week?
It was good. I'm not really tripping off the whole quarantine type. I know everybody's all bogged down with being in the house and being locked up or whatever, but I mean, quarantine would be a lot cooler if Bailey was in school. I will say that. If I could be doing this shit while this nigga's in school, that'd be a whole lot better.
Nah, he quarantined too.
He right here with me, but I've been, and I'm not stressing out about trying to take on. Shout out to the parents. I don't feel like you have to implement like the same structure that is at school. You're not at school. You can teach other lessons to be learned. I had my son go and get toilet paper and paper towel for one of my neighbors who lives under me. She's an 88-year-old woman. I feel like that's a lesson in and of itself. I'm not going to sit here and stress myself about fractions and decimal points and shit like that. We're doing it, but I'm not, because I don't want to yell at him and I don't want to fuss at him and I don't want to do it. So we do a little bit at a time every day until this shit reconvenes.
Yeah,
but other than that, we're chilling.
Yeah, my kids is just running around playing and shit. They get their little school pieces and shit where they learn their little, nigga, you gonna have to read, you gonna have to do this much, but we not finna run their whole day down with that shit.
We're not. It's
like during school, they already fucking off like 8 or 9 hours of a child's life every day. So my wife like, nigga, I'm not doing that shit because she just found out she might be home for a little minute. Mm-hmm. So, she's gonna be studying real estate and teaching my children, so that's gonna be dope. But me, I got an essential job, so I ain't fucking at home at all. I'm at home even less now.
I would imagine people who have essential jobs, I would imagine, are working even more now than they were before. We normally have a social topic for you guys. I mean, we had already got into this whole thing about what you should be doing during the quarantine phase, whether it's 3 weeks or 2 months from now, whatever's projected. I know we have listeners a little bit of everywhere. LA and New York seem to be, or California and New York seem to be two of the states that are hit the hardest.
We populated.
He was saying start a YouTube page and this and that, or he
Pick
said
up
first,
a hustle, nigga.
Create a hustle. And I'm like, I'm here for that. But then we were talking about along the lines of a YouTube page or something like that. And I'm like, that's not bringing in a revenue for you immediately. It's
if
an
you're good enough, you eventually gonna pick it up. Because I know Rome ain't built in a day. I'm not telling niggas that, you finna instantly pick up money. There's nothing you're gonna do right now that's instantly gonna turn into money.
Shit, if you got hand sanitizer or toilet tissue, that's instant money for your ass.
If you
got
have
the plug.
Nah, if you got the plug, they gonna plug your ass up.
That's not even true, because it's a case of a white dude. He had a garage full of hand sanitizers and shit, and they came and made him donate it.
See, and that's bullshit, because CVS is out here charging $10.97 for a can of Lysol. Big corporations are making big money off this situation. So I don't feel like this is the time to take advantage of people. But if you got it and you want to sell it for regular price,
he's not going to do that.
We don't know what he was going to do. Neither is CVS.
It's the same thing that they do in the sneaker game. If you went and got the line on something, you went and jumped on that shit early, ain't no motherfucker on this planet going to say, oh, I'm going to sell this shit for the same price I got it for. He didn't do all that work to sell it for the same price he got it for.
He could have got that shit from couponing. These couponing hoes, I know you hoes out here winning. Because they get
a garage full of that shit on coupon.
Yes, they do. Have you ever watched an episode of that show? Them hoes rack up from that shit. Shit.
That's the same way with the motherfuckers who be getting 38 boxes of shoes. Them motherfuckers gonna charge your ass literally at least double the price that them motherfuckers pay for the motherfuckers.
I feel like that's a more adequate hustle during these times than, or like you said, your wife taking the real estate classes, something like that, investing your time in reading or adding value to yourself as a person. Oh, this is the time for that. And then I feel like too, if you are a real live worker and you do the most all the time on a continuous basis, and you want to take this time to also rest. A lot of us don't know how to sit still and hear and make strategic moves. So it might be a reason why shit is getting shut down on a spiritual level, on a global level, for you to just sit your ass down somewhere and be still. Motherfuckers always mistake moving as being busy. No, you're just being busy. You're not really making no moves to take you nowhere higher. So sit down, focus your energy, and figure out what your next move is.
Shout out to the niggas that ain't gonna do shit.
And there's a lot of that too.
I know a gang of niggas ain't finna do shit.
Hey.
Whenever niggas you tell, man, I'm just sitting there bored as fuck. Like, nigga, you deserve to be bored, bum ass nigga.
Really?
Yes, this is the information age. Just way too much shit out there for you to do, for you to be learning, for you to be picking up, for your ass to really just be sitting there bored. Like, I learned a gang of hustles just watching fucking YouTube videos. I became a fucking graphic designer. Like, I designed the logo for my other podcast. Like, I learned a gang of shit sitting there fucking watching YouTube all day. It's 1,000 things you could learn to make. It's literally millions of dollars worth of information just sitting on fucking YouTube. You can watch TED Talks.
I agree.
It's a bunch of shit you can be doing that's not boring at all. But some motherfuckers just bound to be bums. So I let them be that. You playing with the...
There you have it.
I nigga playing with the mics and shit cut me out.
Did he?
Hell yeah. I heard myself go out.
No, you good, bro.
Yeah,
oh, shit. I hear that sound again.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. Can you still be bored in this time? I don't think I'm bored necessarily. I'm just really trying to figure out what's really going on. I'm one of those people.
I'm learning how to do Tai Chi.
Really going on?
I want to do Tai Chi. I'm going to see if you could learn fucking karate on YouTube.
Well, my son's class, they're holding class. Shout out to Kenji's Cabo Studio in Inglewood. They're holding class for Bailey via the internet. So anything you want to do, it's crazy. People seem to be still managing to be pretty social in a time of social distancing via FaceTime and via all these Duos and Marco Polos or whatever app you have that allows you to see people face to face. Other than taking shots and doing push-ups. Don't tag me in none of that no more. Please, 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 please. Cease and desist.
Ain't gonna do it.
All tags of push-ups, of shots.
See a shot, take a shot.
I'm not doing none of that shit. Tagging all the pretty hoes you know and inspiring you bitches. I was pretty before quarantine. I'm gonna be pretty after quarantine. I'm not doing none of that shit at all.
I'll be at work. I can't even engage in all the boring
I'm at
games.
home and I don't want to do it. It doesn't matter. I don't want to do it. Don't tag. I just don't want to fucking do it.
You're no fun.
That's fine. I'm bored. My thing is I was bored before quarantine. I'm good with being in the house. It's okay.
I did one of them motherfuckers. I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. Somebody tagged me in some shit.
Listen.
Post a selfie and tag some other niggas. It's some positivity. I ain't even read the whole shit. I just seen positivity and tag some niggas. So I just posted it and
I'm here for I
reposted
reposted
that shit.
But now, well, let me say one thing that is fucking with me is this gym. I'm not for that shit. Now, y'all know your girl likes to work out. That's my thing. Not having the gym open is some bullshit. Closing parks, bullshit.
Better do some jail workouts.
I'm not listening.
Shout out to Amazon. They got a bunch of equipment that them motherfuckers are selling.
They got a bunch of equipment, but I saw and read where if it's not non-essential, they're not shipping your shit out.
Ain't no workout equipment could be essential.
Is it? But you want to close parks?
Yeah.
That doesn't quite add up.
Germs could be at the fucking park.
No, listen. They're saying what's essential is like prescriptions, shit like that.
That sounds essential.
They send it more than
that. I just ordered a ring light. Yeah, I'm getting podcast equipment on Amazon.
Oh, that's good.
I'm grabbing all type of shit because ain't no telling if I get hunkered down, they shut LA down, and I can't come to this motherfucker. I'm gonna make sure I'm on point. Like, nigga, I still gotta deliver this fucking game every week. So it is what it is.
Okay.
Niggas gotta make shit happen. Like, you know, like I was telling one of my partners, nigga, like if I'm a plumber or some shit, man, I'm charging motherfuckers for plumbing lessons. Because if your shit go out and I can't come to your house, nigga, video chat me. Shoot me a couple of dollars. I'll show you how to fix your own fucking sink.
As you should. If you have the skill set, yeah.
It's 1,000 ways to make money. A lot of niggas know a lot of shit, and you can charge niggas to teach them. This is the time for that shit.
Well, this may be the birth of a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of opportunities to take advantage of in this time. And just here, there can be rebirth in the sense of you learning something, or rebirth in the sense of you settling yourself and just doing better in and of yourself, period. So, our one of our first topics for today's show is supporting your mate during a crisis. Now, my co-host came up with this one. When you wrote crisis, what did you mean?
A crisis. A dead family member, a motherfucking quarantine, anything.
No, let's go with
a bunch
dead
of bad
family
shit.
member,
losing your fucking job. It's a bunch of
friend.
shit that could happen that's a fucking
crisis.
A crisis. Like, shit, y'all could lose a fucking child. Like, you fucking wreck your fucking car. Like, there are a lot of crises that happen.
Okay, so let's take two of those, and we'll start with men first. How should a woman console a man who has lost his job and he is the provider of the household?
Shit, just be there for the nigga. Don't talk shit about the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I've had cases.
Those seem like basic, like duh things.
It ain't basic at all. Cause I know a bunch of women be like, "Damn, nigga, so when the fuck is you gonna start making some money? God damn." You know, and it's all within reason. Cause some niggas literally sit on their ass for a minute. Like, I've known niggas to lose their job and decide, well, guess I'm a bum now. Like, you know, cause like I had a homeboy, that nigga lost his job, and his girl was just like, you know, babe, you know, it's getting hard. Paying these bills by myself, it's not easy. Like, she wasn't even shitting on him, but every time she would say something, man, she keep on nagging me. She in my ear about this shit, man. This shit is frustrating. I'm like, nigga, get you a fucking job then, nigga. Like, I know a bunch of motherfuckers, if the job ain't in the field that they want it to be, or it's not the job that they want, or it's below them, oh, I don't want to do fast food, or oh, this job don't pay enough. Yeah. Nigga, when you fucked up, you got to take what you can take until the shit that you want becomes available. You know, as
how
far
long
as,
should a woman wait?
Shit, you know, it basically, I wouldn't even say that it's a time limit. I just think it's a level of effort that you see him giving. Like, if this nigga don't seem to be showing no effort, that's when it's nag time. That's when it's, nigga, I'm finna be the fuck up out of here time. But if that nigga's doing his thing and he's trying his hardest and it just ain't working, I don't think you put a time limit on it.
Okay.
It's just, you know, we just gonna keep on riding this shit out until something happen. I was down for like 9 fucking months when I lost my CDL the first time. I didn't work for 9 months. That's literally how I learned graphic design and all these little side hustles that I picked up. Sitting there when it wasn't time to be applying somewhere, I'll be applying online, and at the same time watching tutorials on YouTube, learning how to do a side hustle that'll bring some dollars in while I was chilling on my ass. Like, you know, motherfucker, you just gotta see what type of effort a motherfucker putting in when they not working, when they down. Like, you gotta be trying to come up while you down.
Right.
You can't just be down and sitting on your fucking shoulders. But if a nigga is down on his shoulders like that, you can still be like, you can do this, babe. Like, you know, give a nigga some encouragement, some type of positive reinforcement or some shit.
I believe more than not. It seems like women would be like, oh, nigga, you need to do this, do that. In my marriage, my ex-husband lost his job. And I was already making more money than him. So when he lost the job, I'm not going to say it wasn't no big deal because we were still splitting bills and shit. But I was like, you know, don't stress. But I will say this to women too. When you're dating a guy's guy, a man's man, he takes pride in being a provider. He takes pride in taking care of the household. So it really won't be too much you should even have to say to him about getting a job, doing something, or bringing in some type of income. That nigga went back to selling drugs to bring in income. Even after I told this nigga, he hid that shit for a while because he knew I wasn't gonna be with that shit. But it burned him up to see me go to work every day and him come home. And he put in applications like Cole said, at bullshit ass places that he knew was beneath him just because he didn't want to sit in the house. Like, this nigga worked in a call center, did all kind of bullshit until the job he really wanted came through. So, ladies, it shouldn't be too much you should even have to say to a nigga. If a nigga comfortable laying up, letting you do shit, and take care of every fucking, that's all the indicator you need. I wouldn't even advise no woman to nag. I'm not finna nag you. I'm not finna say, you see me getting up, especially if y'all living together, if y'all in a relationship, you see me getting up every fucking day. You in here turning on the lights. You know this shit ain't fucking free. You in here taking a bath. You know this water ain't free. So if I gotta say anything to you, you might have not been the nigga I thought you was. And ladies, that might not have been the man you thought he was. So I would advise you to take this red flag or take this opportunity to maybe exit stage left, sis. Because it's not looking too good. You shouldn't have to say nothing to no grown ass man about nothing. Now, support is vital.
Yeah, some niggas need a boost.
You can always be like, oh, you know, bring home some papers, support him, and then my thing is, if you are making more money than him and it's not a stressful situation, put his mind at ease that, you know what, baby, it is gonna work out. And never at one point, at no time did I say no shit like, oh, my nigga, you ain't got no job, you ain't doing shit. Now, when I got pregnant and this nigga didn't clean the house, I damn sure did go off. But that's different.
And he's a man's man, so he probably like, that ain't my fucking job.
He was like, shit don't dawn on guys to do shit like that. Like, had I had came to him and said, hey, while I'm gone, can you do such and such? Now I know that probably could have went totally different. But just expecting a man to say, oh, let me clean these dishes. Yeah, let me wash these clothes.
I ain't
it ain't in y'all nature. It's not in your nature.
It ain't, because I knew I was like, I'm the motherfucking man still. Like, I might not be working, motherfucker, but that ain't my job. I ain't even saying that it was right, but that's exactly what the fuck I said. That's not my fucking job, nigga. I'm not no motherfucking cleaner, nigga. I'm not finna start cooking and baking pies and shit while I'm down, nigga.
Man, nobody said nothing about baking pies. Were you not washing your own clothes before you moved in with a woman?
Yeah.
Like, my thing was, y'all was doing this shit before. Just because you now have a woman doesn't mean your hands got broke.
Nah, right? The way my home was set up before I got with my wife, it was a completely what would you call it? It was very efficient for a single man.
Were you having other women
dishes,
do it?
That too.
Oh, you didn't have no. That's key, ladies. Pay attention to that shit. Niggas don't be having shit. No dishes. No none of that shit.
Plastic
so
cups,
then when they come into a household, they be like, oh, wash the dish. No.
Yeah, it wasn't no dishes to wash in my house. I had plastic furniture on some real shit.
Oh,
you know that lawn furniture that they got, that white plastic shit that niggas be putting in their backyard? I had that shit in my fucking dining room. Nigga, I had plastic everything, my nigga.
That's horrible.
I didn't even have a couch, nigga. I had the TV sitting on 2 orange crates in the living room, the big booty TV. And then I had 2 crates to sit on to play video games in the motherfucking living room.
And you was getting pussy like this?
Like a motherfucker. I had all the hoes. I was only, 22 with my own spot. I had a nice truck with TVs and beat and all that shit. I stayed fly.
It's crates in your living room. As soon as I would have walked in there, my pussy would have got dry. I would have been like, oh,
You be surprised how many bitches was giving up pussy on that air mattress. Because I ain't even have a headboard.
18, 19, I could have told you to see it. But as soon as we would have crossed over into our 20s, when I was 20, I had my own place too. Now, I will say this too. I didn't even have no furniture in the living room.
But California is expensive. It's a big thing out here. Like, I had a homegirl in Mississippi. She was 19, booming in Mississippi because the rent was but $400 or some shit. Like, in California, having your own spot, my rent was $900 in, what year was that? Like 2004, 2005?
If you gonna jump out the pot and do it, that don't make no difference. I don't give a fuck. We're not gonna use that geographical shit. Yes, it's expensive. But like I said, I moved out. I had a roommate. We split that shit, and we had a dining room table, no couch, nothing going on in the living room. Just walked in, dining room table, kitchen. Now my room, I had a headboard. Listen to me real quick.
My wife did too.
If you 25 years old and above and you don't have no headboard, something is wrong.
I don't got no headboard now. Shit.
Something. Fix it.
Fuck a headboard.
No, you need a headboard.
I don't need nothing but punka against the wall. Fuck a headboard.
What?
We good.
What is that? What is that?
Puka. We don't need no headboard.
Hook it up right.
We ain't got to do all that hooking up. We do enough hooking up.
Right, get you some screws and bolt that shit in like it's supposed to be. What?
Amazon got these stoppers that you can put right now on sale behind the headboard.
Yeah, to make that shit quiet.
Yeah.
Listen, I like to hear a little knocking.
Maybe at some point. No, hell no. Because my daughter just the other day was like, Daddy, what y'all was doing in the room? It's like, what you talking about? She said, I heard the bed bouncing.
Oh, God. That's horrible. I have never had sex while Bailey was in the house.
I was like, Brownie, we was bouncing on the bed. She was like, well, why was Mommy breathing so hard? I was like, because when you jump on the bed, you get tired, Brownie.
And you said that shit with a straight fucking face.
What the fuck I'm supposed to do? Look nervous? Then she gonna think I'm lying. I have to keep it,
Wait. I've been to your house. Are y'all rooms that close? Okay, Brown.
She was in the boom room.
Oh, she was downstairs.
Yeah, she was in the boom room.
I'm about to say, y'all rooms are not closed.
The boom room is close to my bedroom. The kids' rooms is both upstairs. But my bedroom is next to the boom room. She was in the boom room.
I have never had sex while she was at home.
Shit, hey man, when you get married and your kids live with you, shit, it's hard to wait for the motherfuckers to be gone. You got to get it in when you can get it in.
Yeah, when I was married, he was.
We thought she was asleep. She
was not.
That be the thing. It's fucking like 1 a.m. You assume your kids asleep. Shit, you don't hear no noise, nigga. Let's get it in. All of a sudden.
It's because they home. It's because they're here.
Exactly.
Quarantine, fucking up the fucking.
Yeah, pretty much. That shit, I told her, nigga, that's how we go to bed. Sometimes when you sleeping, you got to make yourself tired. You jump on the bed.
Is that what you... And when are you going to tell her that you're lying?
Man, probably when she like 13, 14.
Okay.
When she know what this shit is. She probably gonna know by that time. She gonna be like, you know what? Them motherfuckers wasn't jumping on no motherfucking bed. They was fucking. But at the time, nah, she don't know that.
The fact that she said that Monique was out of breath.
Yeah, she said she Mommy was breathing hard.
You have to really... And right, because here's my thing. Constricted sex is terrible sex. I don't want to be able to not...
No, some people get off on that shit.
The proper... Yeah, it's exciting sometimes, but for the most time, I want to be able to be as loud or as quiet or whatever it is that I want to be in that moment. I don't want to have to...
if it's that, the kids have to be gone. Because my wife is loud.
Hey, shout out to my homegirl, Shanae. She in here. She know Cold Black. If I'm going to I will call my homegirl, text her Cold Black. She already know either I'm finna drop Bailey off or she's finna come get Bailey. And then I'll be back to pick him up at whatever time permits.
Yeah, no, we moved a little, I ain't gonna say like a ways out like that far, but still, like, I don't really like my kids.
But you're married. No. Listen, when you're married, if I was married, then that'd be a whole different ball game. That wouldn't even be necessary. I would figure something else out.
We just be needing them little niggas to be upstairs.
Yeah, that's what that would be.
Because every time you hear them fucking steps, boom, 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 like, God damn, here they come.
So you said verbally support in a crisis. Another crisis. So when a man loses his job, if he's a man, we talked about that. How I feel like it's how would you console a woman if she lost her job?
It depends on how much money I'm making, honestly. Because, like, right now, with my wife being quote unquote, like, you know, the furlough shit, like, oh, you know, we ain't got no work, so just stay home. It's just like, you know, everything gonna be straight, babe. I got us.
Let's just say, okay, I'm saying in a sense, she's passionate about her job. We're not talking about a quarantine situation where everybody else, she loses her job. Because I don't think y'all understand that consoling has to happen on our end as well.
Yeah, you'll get another one. Don't even worry about the shit, honestly.
That's not consoling.
Yes, it is. Shit, you gonna be all right. This shit is nothing. You'll get another one. Don't even worry about this shit.
And that's it.
Yeah, it ain't shit to worry about. Keep it fucking simple.
I lost my job.
Yeah,
I like this job. I enjoy working here.
Is that the only one in the world?
No, but that's not the point.
What's the point?
I lost my job and I'm upset about it.
So you just gonna sit there and sulk about the shit?
Wow. See, that's not giving people space and opportunity to vent about how they feel or how they're feeling in that moment. We're not talking about 2-3 weeks later and you still harping on the bullshit. We're talking about the day of, and you gonna ask me, are you still harping about the shit?
No, I don't say you still harping about it. I'm just saying, like, you gonna sit there in your feelings, or you gonna go ahead and grind that shit out.
It's day one. Yeah, can I just be mad?
Yeah, you can be mad. I let my wife get her shit off. Just like every day when she get home, she had a hard day at work. How was your day, babe? Oh, it was fucked up. What happened, babe? Go ahead, lay it on me. Go ahead and get all your shit off. Get your emotions out. If you had a long day, let me hear about it. Tell me how it was.
You just said a minute ago.
Because, like, I'm just giving you short form.
No, I think that's a lot of men. Like, the answer, especially if y'all feel like you guys are the provider and nothing's going to go lacking. Like, oh, I got it. Don't trip. But women are not like that. Women are not like that. Women want to be consoled. And yes, a part of the consoling, you're already at the end, which is everything's going to be okay, baby. I got us.
I eat ice cream for breakfast. I like to get to the good part.
Listen, there's so much more to it than that. You can learn to be both. I'm not saying you got to turn into a Dr. Phil or Oprah or Iyanla to console your woman, but it can be more than, so you just gonna sit. Because I feel like that's really what y'all do. Y'all are going to that mode, because that's not how y'all operate.
Yeah. But I always let her get her shit off. Like I always tell her, like, if you got something to say, you got something on your chest, go ahead and get it off. I'm here to listen. Because my wife don't even talk a lot. So when she got the floor, have the floor. Tell me all your feelings, what's wrong. We gonna go ahead and solve all this shit. Go ahead and do your thing, man. If you sad, let me know. Tell me what's making you sad.
Are you listening?
Yeah,
so that you can hear.
I'm not gonna like get on my phone like.
No. That's not what I mean. Really listening and listening to hear. There's a difference between listening because I'm just listening and I'm in this room with your ass, or I'm listening to hear where you're really coming from, so I can provide a real solution to whatever it is that's bothering you.
Yeah. I'm a good listener. I believe in effective communication. And one of the biggest parts of effective communication is understanding what the other party has to say.
Okay.
So I always listen. I always want to know exactly what the fucking problem is so we can come up with the exact solution.
How does a woman console her man during a crisis when he's lost someone?
Just be there. Because a lot of times, like, it ain't nothing you can say that's going to bring the nigga back. Like, you know, the easy, sorry for your loss, babe. You know, I understand how close you were with that person. That's cool and shit, but just be there. Like, you don't need to do nothing special, no crazy shit. You ain't got to write me a song or bring me fucking donuts. Just be close enough to, you know, be there when a motherfucker's sad. But it ain't really much you can do. Like in my marriage, I've lost a bunch of motherfuckers, close relatives, homeboys, and a bunch of shit. My wife done been to more funerals fucking with me than in her whole life. I'm a gang member. But like, just fucking be there, honestly.
Ben, as a man, how do you like to be consoled if you've lost someone due to death?
Well, that's the same. I mean, we operate different than women, so I mean, a lot of times we hold our emotions back. So, you know, it's just Just be there.
Yeah.
So just be there means
2-word answer.
Sit there.
Don't leave. Just fucking kick it with me. Yeah, like if I got something to say, fucking listen. Or like if I'm just sitting there in my feelings, like, bring a nigga something to eat. Just sit there with me. Ask me how I'm feeling. Yeah. You okay, babe?
Show concern.
Yeah, exactly. Act remorseful, even if you don't give a shit. Even if the nigga who died is a nigga you couldn't stand. Still show some fucking remorse, but it ain't really much. It ain't like difficult to console a nigga. It's gonna be hard because he's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be like, damn, this nigga's not getting over it. But shit, nigga, we appreciate y'all just fucking being there. Bring a nigga some ice cream or some shit.
How do you console a woman who's lost someone to death?
That's what I do. Shit.
So you do the same thing as for me. Do you see that?
And hold her.
Okay.
Yeah. Allow her to fucking cry because she gonna want to cry and shit. So
not always. Everybody's not a crier. I'm not a crier when I lose someone to death because it takes a while for shit to sit in my mind like that. If I was close to you, no lie, if my mama or daddy died tomorrow, it would take me a while to cry.
Yeah, you don't instantly start crying, but
some
when
people
that
do.
Shit gets there, then I'm right here.
Some people do. Like I've had situations that have happened in my life that have caught me so off guard, that have made me cry for sure. But in shit, like when I lose somebody, it really takes a moment.
Yeah, it's always different.
It is different depending on the person and the dynamic and how close you are.
If your grandmother died, she was in the hospital, you get the news, like, I knew she was gonna die, I'm crying once I get that news. But like with me, a lot of times, like with my wife, like she know when I'm there. A lot of times when I lose somebody, it be the murder. So it's always like, what happened? My cousin just got killed. So I just be like trying to process it in the beginning. But eventually I'm gonna cry.
Right.
But, like with women, like my wife, she ain't never really lost nobody like that yet. So it hasn't really come up, but just in my experience with women losing people, a lot of women just start crying. So I just be there to catch them when they cry and, fucking be there.
I would suggest, honestly, like you said, it's about being there. It's about not pressing the person either. Some people are gonna want to talk, are gonna want to share experiences. Some women are gonna want to go down memory lane or whatever, and just being that listening ear. Funny story: I had lost someone a couple of years back.
It's crazy that this is turning into a funny story.
It is, because listen.
That's funny story.
This is why I wanted to talk about it, because men are not necessarily what y'all think. Like he said, y'all try to console. Every time I ask him about a man first, and then I ask him how to console a woman. He says the exact same thing he says for women, and it's not. And so that goes back to the funny story. I had lost a person. I already knew, honestly, like I know niggas is not good consolers, so I don't never really look for that in a man. I've had one man in all my dating years who was like, nigga, the consoler of life, could make any situation better, right? Anyway, this is not that nigga. So we were sitting there watching something, and it was heavy on my mind. No, I really wasn't myself. I was really just thinking about, damn, I lost my partner, blah, 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 to some bullshit, this and that. And I had started crying, like a tear just came out of nowhere. And then this nigga patted me on my head like a fucking puppy and was like, it's gonna be okay. You got it. You strong. Y'all are terrible at that shit. Don't do shit like that. Like, don't. Nah. It's horrible.
If it's a movie, I laugh at my wife when she cries.
It wasn't a movie. It was a real life situation.
But if she lose somebody, no. I
Why would you laugh?
What, crying at a movie?
Yeah.
Because crying at movies is goofy. But if my wife lose somebody, I'll hug her and hold her, Go ahead, cry on my shoulder. Because I know she like to be hugged and held and shit, so...
So when Ricky died and Boys in the Hood, that was goofy for somebody to cry. That's real life shit.
Hey, I just be looking at it. Niggas die every day, B.
Right, give me the Kawhi laugh on that shit.
Yeah, niggas get shot all the time. When I saw them, Ricky, damn, they tore his ass up, nigga. How the fuck you shoot a nigga that far with a sawed-off shotgun and hit him?
It's a movie.
I know. But that's the type of shit that as I was watching the movie, I'm like, man, you can't even hit a nigga like that with a sawed off from that far. And he a football player. Why he wasn't juking and shit? He's a tailback. He should have been bobbing and weaving. Why he didn't hit the fucking gate? The fence was right there. Hop the fence.
This is why men are terrible consolers, because they're looking for the logic in something, and consoling comes from an emotional place.
Fuck
and
that.
this is why they suck. Because while a woman is telling you about some shit that's going on, you trying to find answers, and consoling comes from your heart. So, like,
we don't think with our heart.
Completely.
We think with our mind.
Y'all think with y'all dicks.
Both. I don't think with my dick when somebody died.
No more.
What?
Nigga, I done had niggas try to holler at me at funerals. On God.
You a dirty bastard.
I've had it happen.
You a dirty motherfucking bastard.
Are they?
Hell yeah.
Did they succeed?
No.
You a dirty motherfucker when you do that shit. I don't like that shit. That's a shady motherfucking hustle right there.
How? If you always supposed to shoot your shot all the time.
Right.
Nah, nigga. There's some shots that ain't good shots, my nigga. I pass good shots for great shots, nigga.
Niggas met their wives at funerals, B.
Yeah, it was at the repast.
I know. I know some niggas that shoot that dirty ass shot, nigga. That's dirty macking far as I'm concerned.
No, that's dirty macking is a whole different thing.
That's slime shit. Like I don't believe in that rebound hustle. Like
but listen, I wasn't close to the person. It wasn't like, oh, this was mine. Now somebody tried to talk to me and my daddy just passed. Nigga, you tripping.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if I caught you at fucking Nipsey Hussle's funeral, like damn, she had a fat ass for sure. Yeah, I holler at you because
it's some Nipsey shit.
Neither one of us give a fuck about this nigga. But a lot of motherfuckers are trying to.
I'm not gonna say that.
No,
I don't know the nigga.
But that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like I'm saying. If it's like your brother's funeral, I'm not finna holler at you at your fucking brother's funeral. That's what I mean.
Yeah, no.
Like, we was all fucked up at Nipsey funeral. Like, niggas was crying and everything. I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the niggas that try to catch you at your mama funeral and shit, like, you know a woman is vulnerable.
Oh, no, that's
any nigga who try to take, but that's what I mean. Any nigga that try to take advantage of a woman's vulnerability, that's sucker shit to me.
Yeah.
Like, you catch a woman anywhere. You can catch a woman at her best friend's wedding and try to holler at her. Yeah, I get that for sure. But nigga, when you catch a woman at a funeral, you know she's somewhere balled up crying. Yeah, let me come over here. Let me hold you.
Yes.
Yes.
And ready exactly.
Yes.
But everybody know the vibes when that shit. Like women know niggas come to the wedding trying to get their issue.
Hey, I had a nigga get me at a wedding.
Groomsmen be trying to get the bridesmaids.
And they fuck my whole world up.
I know niggas who pull up to weddings because they know the bride got a bunch of fine ass friends.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know I'm at that wedding, nigga. You married? Oh hell yeah, nigga.
I don't think he came there with that intent, but he definitely wasn't turning it down.
You'd be surprised. Yeah. A lot of niggas pull up to weddings because they know it's gonna be good.
I agree with you. I'm talking about my own personal
Just
situation.
like niggas who go to church in general for the bitches. I remember when I was younger, it was a church in Rialto called Loveland. The way niggas talked about Loveland, I thought that shit was a club or some shit. Because all they talk, man, all the hoes go to Loveland, nigga. You should come to Loveland on Sunday. I thought that shit was like a skating ring or some type of shit like that. I found out it was a fucking church. I'm like, you niggas coming to church to get bitches? And I heard they'll have lock-ins and they'll be fucking at the church.
Lock-ins at teenagers at church. Preachers' kids are some of the biggest freaks. I can tell you that off top. We've been down that road already. Fucking goes on at lock-ins or wherever. Shout out to Trey Queens. That's closed down in Houston.
For a church, though, niggas is fucking all in front of Jesus.
Jesus is everywhere. Jesus saw you fucking at your house the other day.
Hey man, according to Christians, Jesus only live in church. Because most of the Christians I knew, when we get out of church, now they finna light a blunt up. They finna start back cussing. They gonna do all the shit they wouldn't do in church. I'm like, nigga, you view your pastor higher than you view your God. You a dirty motherfucker, boy. Because a lot of motherfuckers, they'll be cussing and the pastor walk up there and start cussing. Put the blunt out. Stand up straight.
Is that just not out of respect?
I don't give a fuck.
Title?
I don't got no respect of no title over God. Ask anybody when I was a Christian. I walked around like God was watching me all day.
I love a good cuss word, but if old people walk up, I'm finna mute that shit.
Yeah, I respect old people because I respect old people in general.
If it were a pastor that I knew and had an established relationship, I would also make that change.
But why not for God if that's what you believe in?
Because my thing is, God ain't told me that these certain words that man have told me are cuss words.
Well, I'll say them in front of the pastor then if that's the case.
For all we know, could be flowers. Who told you that these words were off limit? Who told you that these particular words, the language in that we speak has been ripped and torn from so many different things that I personally don't believe that. But I also know that this is the United States. I know it's 2020, and I'm not going to have this argument with everyone, nor do I want someone to feel like I'm being disrespectful to them. So if these words bother you, I have no problem not saying it. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I won't cuss in front of my grandmother and them because I know they don't like that shit. But certain motherfuckers, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Like, now that I'm not a Christian and I don't believe in that shit no more, like, I'll be in church like, nigga, fuck this shit. I feel
like when you do stuff like that, you're doing it just to do it. Like, you're not gaining anything out of doing that.
Well, I'm not going to stand up in the middle of church and be like, hey, y'all, fuck this shit, nigga. Hey, nigga, fuck it. But at the same time, like, I'm not finna give that shit no other respect that I wouldn't give God. Like, when I was a Christian, everything that I did, I walked around like I was in church all day. Like, I'm not gonna do nothing outside that I wouldn't do inside them walls, because I know God watching me all day. Like, a lot of motherfuckers, they walk around like once they leave out of church, oh, now I can do this and now I can let my fucking hair down. Like, nigga, what's the fucking difference between in church and out of church? God can see you the whole time. Like, a lot of motherfuckers don't act like that. They'll change their whole shit for the pastor. Them motherfuckers literally treat the pastor like he God.
I do see that in a lot of places.
Yeah, and I don't fuck with that shit. Like, that was, like, when I was a Christian, I was super geeky. Like, niggas don't even, like, when a lot of motherfuckers stopped fucking with me when I was in church, not because of the whole church shit, but because they was like, nigga, goddamn, you went 100% churchy church, nigga. Like, yeah, kinda. I was still who I was, but at the same time, like, a lot of shit I didn't let slide. Like, I wasn't 50-50 with my Christianity. I was 100% paid tithes. I went to church 4 days a week. Like, I didn't take that shit like as no joke. And I think a lot of times it's a lot more serious for people who wasn't raised in church.
It is.
Than it is for niggas who was raised.
That's where that comes in. Because if you've come up in it, then you've already seen people who go in and out of it, and you have to then understand how this is a personal walk. Whether you believe in it now or was gun-ho earlier in your life, it's just about understanding that everybody's walk is their own individual walk. And if a person decides to tighten up inside a church and be loose outside, that's their walk. It's not for you to judge how they do or what they don't do. That's their personal walk. And I feel like that's the problem with religion. That's the problem.
Nigga.
That's your problem.
It ain't for you to judge. Before Jesus, I was judgmental.
You tripping off top because it ain't for you. Your walk is your walk with God. Your relationship is your relationship. It's just like your marriage, though. Your marriage is your marriage. You're not going to let nobody from the outside come in and tell you about nothing that's going on with you and your wife.
I'm a real nigga.
So, same should be the same thing. Ain't nobody. Was raised in a very holy, strict household. And that's one of the biggest arguments that me and my mother have to this day. My walk is my walk. And I don't care how many scriptures you know. I don't care how many times you've read the Bible. My walk is my walk. My relationship is my relationship. And you can't tell me about... And I feel that same way even with dating. When I'm with a dude, can't nobody mess us up but you and I. Period.
My family didn't respect my walk. They always tried to trick me.
They not. And that is what they're going to do. That's just like having whole ass friends.
You gonna let the pastor tell you what to do, nigga, like you a bitch or something, nigga? Fuck you mean you can't watch TV? Because we went on a media fast and shit where we couldn't be on social media, we couldn't watch TV, we couldn't listen to music and none of that shit.
You're gonna always have that.
My dad and them roasted my ass. They was like, you bitch ass nigga, you letting this motherfucker tell you can't watch TV, you can't even pop on Instagram, nigga, you was a bitch. I'm like, all right, God bless y'all, man. Y'all going to hell.
And see, that's the answer too for Christians.
That was my favorite shit. You niggas going to hell then, motherfucker.
Nobody has a hell or heaven to put anybody
Y'all going
in,
to hell, nigga.
Not going down that road. Celibacy in a marriage. Now you chose
stupidest fucking concept that I could even imagine.
Why? I really want you, honestly, since you're quarantined and you're all about these side hustles and information, is look it up and read it. For people who've been married 16, 17, 20, 30, 40 plus years.
Fuck.
They advocate during this time. I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm here for it.
Celibacy?
And during your marriage, it's just a period of time. The same way that you would fast from fried foods or fast from anything else that you enjoy that brings you pleasure is for growth.
I think that's only for couples that don't have nothing in common but that.
Yeah.
No, but my thing is, if all we have, then that's an indicator.
We shouldn't even get married in the first place.
Be together. I'm saying celibacy. You're already married to this person. We're married.
We fucking as much as possible.
So if your wife said, I would like to be celibate for the next 20 days.
Who you fucking?
Why does she have to be fucking somebody? Why is this concept so foreign to us?
Because
it's a very foreign concept.
Anytime a woman's time is occupied or don't want to do something, it's usually somebody else in the picture.
Because if me and my wife had this conversation earlier, I was like, bad. I showed her the topic. She was like, what?
Yeah.
Celibacy in a marriage? You married? You supposed to be fucking?
Look it up.
Guys,
look it up.
We
read
fucking.
It, research
I'll
it.
read it
Do
while
you
I'm
not
fucking.
think that there are benefits from it?
I
though,
don't.
Honest? So why?
Zero.
Why would you fast from?
I don't.
So
even
you
fast.
You don't believe in any type of fasting?
No.
Okay, see that's part of it right there.
I do
I
everything
believe in
moderation.
fasting. I believe in balance, but I believe in taking fast. And here's my thing: fasting is not so much about giving up whatever the thing is, whether it's TV, whether it's foods, whether it's sweets, whether it's whatever it is. It's not about that thing. It's not about the sex. It's about the mental willpower to say, I'm going to pause on something. I'm going to allocate my energy into something else. I'm going to clear my mind so that I can grow in this area.
But what if your partner horny?
You're on the walk together. You're both married. Just because I'm bringing up doesn't mean that's your flesh. Yes, I'm going to be horny. Yes, but I also want to grow in this way.
I should have had your wife out here cheating like a
man.
If somebody is willing to cheat on you just because you won't have sex with them 20 days, then y'all not as tight as what y'all thought y'all were.
Could you just get naked on the bed and lotion up while I jack off and watch you? Because I'm not going to be able to do that.
You can self-please yourself, but sometimes you have to understand things are bigger than just this moment. My thing is, you're married to this person for a lifetime. You're going to be fucking for a lifetime.
Exactly.
What is 2 weeks, 20 days, whatever you guys decide to choose?
I might get hit by a bus. I can't be out here skipping fucking days.
Was fucking gonna save you from getting hit by the bus?
No, but if my balls was empty, I felt better as the bus hit me.
I doubt it.
Shit.
Fuck that shit. Doubt that.
That's hilarious.
Everything is better with empty balls.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, nigga, when my nuts is weighing me down, I'm just not as good of a person. I like to keep my nuts empty.
Okay. So it's a very serious, beneficial concept. Like I said, it's not.
What's the benefits of that shit?
I just went over them. Literally, I want you to roll this tape back. So, in fasting, in general, especially if you came from the church, you ain't do no. You just said you did a media fast. And what was the point of the media fast, though?
They said to cleanse your spirit of all the evil energies of media. I didn't feel it.
Okay, so I wouldn't necessarily say the evils of media, but you should be mindful of the things that you view with your eyes and hear with your ears. They play a part in your psyche, period. If you don't understand that, then this conversation may not even be for you. We may be, I don't want to say too high up, but it may be over your head. If you don't understand that your eye and ear gates are gates into your mindset and how you look at shit, then you really don't understand the power of media in general.
It's above me.
The powers that be definitely get that.
It's above me.
Definitely understand that. If it's above you, it's above you. And I get it. It's not going to be for everybody. And that's why I wanted to talk about it, because it's a concept that's, number one, not discussed a lot in the Black community. Two, we don't never want to give up what makes us comfortable. If it makes us comfortable, it make us feel good, we going to do that shit.
Keep fucking, ladies and gentlemen.
Not understanding... Okay,
you need to be
I could be growing in a different way if I would just fast from this for a moment.
You be growing out of my relationship. You need to be fucking.
And that's it?
Hell yeah. I believe in fucking.
Find you a like-minded person.
Find somebody who believes in fucking.
There you go. You have to find you a like-minded person.
She go on that celibacy journey. Y'all gonna have a problem, especially in this goddamn quarantine.
Listen, I'm not speaking, the quarantine, all this shit is a temporary mindset. I'm talking about, like I said, somebody who's been married 20, 30, 40 years, who understands what it really takes to make a relationship work. I'm talking about a lifetime journey. I'm not talking about 2 months here, 3 months here, bullshit, ups and downs. I'm talking about really having a foundation. And
a break-in pattern a lot of times.
Here's my thing.
The foundation.
If 20 days break y'all, was it really y'all
it's
could
not
do
break the relationship?
Instead of having sex, why don't y'all read together? Do you know
we
how
can read
intimate?
After we get done fucking?
No, you're not.
We ain't fucking all day. Right after we get done fucking, pull a book out.
It's all on the individual, because he always say that relationships are 55% based on sex. Yeah. So more than half of his relationship
is based on sex.
Based on sex. So if you take that out, you have half a relationship left.
So how could they build it in other ways then? If 55% of your relationship is based purely on sex, then I feel like there's so much growth in so many other areas that they have not even tapped into, because we're putting you already know the sex is good. They're already married. My thing is, that's why I said within a marriage. If we're already married, we've already devoted ourselves. I know fucking you is good. Great.
So why do we gotta stop then?
It's a temporary stop to flourish and grow other areas.
Can we do like a stop talking to each other for 20 days?
Stop talking. Okay, and what would be the benefits of that?
If communication is 55% of our marriage, should we just stop talking for 20 days so we can fast from communication?
If that's going to grow you in other areas and you're going to implement something else, then fine. I don't have a problem with that.
I literally don't see the benefit of it.
I know. Because 55% of your relationship is sex, and you're just looking at that.
I feel like that's all relationships.
All relationships are not that way. You have, especially in the LGBTQ community, a lot of them are together and don't even have sex.
Shout out to them niggas.
A lot of people, I know couples right now who their relationship is based on companionship. It's based on uniting.
I got companionship with my homeboys.
That's a different kind of right.
We can sit there and fucking play Xbox all day if I
that ain't companionship, my nigga.
I can sit up here and fucking play PlayStation.
That's not companionship. That's like me saying Bailey is companionship. No, that's my
son. A dog is a companion. What is companionship? I need a definition.
We can define it differently. The companionship is not that's between me and my son. It's not the companionship that you have with a lifelong partner. So yes, you can have companionship with your homeboy, but that's not a partner that you're growing and building with. You see what I'm saying? Do you see that how your wife's job, this is what I'm saying, if you take away one thing, perfect example. Come on now, talk to me. You see how your wife's job is taken away, right? So now she's being able to tap into this real estate thing. So pulling sex out of relationship may allow y'all to tap into something else. And you don't know how that shit's going to flourish and grow you. She might end up now making even more money than you by selling real estate. You just never know.
She will.
It's just, and like I said, it's just opening up the dialogue to something that, number one, it's not discussed in our community. 2, that's not appreciated. 3, that has been going on for a very long time. But we get so tunnel vision in what we think is. But yeah, because my thing is, as soon as you hear it, it's foreign to you. So you're not open to receive it.
B, what is the value of celibacy in a marriage? Did you hear her?
Yes, he heard.
Flourishing in other areas.
So would you do it?
He not married. You're the only one.
Nigga, would you do it though? Nigga, hypothetically.
No, you ain't gotta ask him. This the cat versus dog show.
I'm just saying because I'm not gonna do it. I literally don't see the value.
Okay, and my thing is that's fine. Value in it.
I guess your communication skills will get better. You know, maybe your listening. You know, we talk a lot, but we don't listen a lot. You know, maybe that can happen.
We just said that.
Maybe
you might learn how to console her a little better.
You know, maybe it could be.
Yeah, if you're gonna console her, she's gonna be sad from not fucking. You're gonna have to console her. I know you missed the dick.
20 days.
Bring it in. Bring it in. Days. That's a long fucking time.
It's really not.
That 4 days of the period, I'll be like, God damn, dog. That's a depressing fucking time.
Is it?
Hell yeah, that's why we run red lights every now and then.
Stability.
Sometimes you gotta
based off the foundation of if you get to nut or not.
No, hell no. Our foundation
that's what it sounds like.
Is based on what we do for each other.
Okay, so my thing is while you're not having sex, think of other things that you could do for her, and not monetary things at that.
No, hell no. We're companions,
right?
And that's why we ain't got to stop fucking. If you 30 years in, you want to decide to be celibate.
Also in 2020,
here we go with that.
No, not just 2020, but now in today's age, there's so much.
Today's climate.
In today's climate, there's so much. Sex drives are higher because of shit on social media.
Yeah. Sex drives are higher.
Yeah, you ain't never been on Instagram. You seen a nigga like, God damn, hot chocolate, woo, that type of shit.
Have I been on Instagram and seen an attractive man?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you probably
did take my sex drive.
Thank you. Oh, really? It didn't drive. It didn't stir something like, or maybe women don't work like that.
Listen, nigga. Women are visual too. This misconception throughout.
There are visual women.
That women don't like to fuck just as much and think about sex just as much as men is bullshit.
No. Do you know any niggas that say, we gonna do some celibacy?
Listen, it's not about men saying what women say because we are different creatures. And we're supposed to bring different things to the table. I would not expect a man. You're not there to say that. I would not expect you to. That's why I'm the woman and you're the man. I'm supposed to bring different things to challenge you in a different way. So, no, I don't expect you to come to the table with that. But I expect you to reap the benefits from the growth of this in our relationship.
Yeah, not no celibacy. Fuck that shit.
Hey, we talked about it.
Have you ever did that?
I'm in my marriage. No,
just in general.
I have had tantric sex, which is delaying coming for the build-up, and that was some of the best sex I've ever had.
So you can hit the ceiling.
But celibacy, no.
That's basically
you hit the ceiling.
What is that? What is hit the ceiling?
You hit the ceiling.
What is that?
If you laying on your back, it'll hit the ceiling.
What? I don't know what that means. Okay, so whatever.
Okay, you'll come so hard, it'll touch the ceiling. It'll shoot forth, and it will hit the ceiling.
It wasn't even about that. Again, tantric sex is the delay. So
you'll bust a nut very hard.
It was about enjoying one another in that moment in the build-up before even getting to that point.
And then it'll go.
It didn't. It was a normal nut, just like.
The nigga didn't bust hard?
Ben, what's up on this? I can't with him today.
I'm just saying.
It's not there. It's okay.
And I heard it's a long orgasm too.
Well, that's just it. The whole process is sex in and of itself. It's drawing it out. We'll talk about tantric sex on another episode.
That's going to be funny.
Awesome.
That'll be hilarious.
I can imagine. Splash. We got a bonus?
He was waving them fingers. I know we better.
Nah, I was trying to get your attention to make that.
That point.
To bust that nut? The ceiling?
Man, y'all gonna have Kip come out on y'all show. Kip ain't never been out on y'all show.
Nigga, I've been waiting for Kip to come out on. Nah, nigga, we had Kip before.
Okay, so in with all that's going on, there's been talks of the military coming in and helping out. Only in California and LA. I mean California and New York. Mm-hmm. A few years back, there was talks of New World Order happening or martial law happening, and we knock people for saying that shit. Like, oh, you extra woke niggas is tripping. You hotep niggas is tripping. This and that, this and that. So now it's a possibility that is here. How do we, in the midst of a martial law, and which we all know what martial law is, if that happened, do you think that bring black people or people in general together, or will we remain divided through the midst of all of this?
You want to go first?
Yeah, you can go.
So the first question was, will it bring us black people together? No. Well, let me tell you something. As a veteran, as a person who was in the Navy for 5.5, almost 6 years, I can guarantee you the United States government, oh, I'm so bold right now. The United States government is one big ass bully. I have seen it with my own eyes. I've done 2 deployments. We will come over to some shit. Them instituting martial law will not be about the unity of our people. Us finding unity has to be something that we institute within ourselves. The government does not give a fuck about that. And if you see it now, though, they instituted a curfew up in Baltimore, Maryland, I believe it was, and niggas was out in the street. Once you do that, right, y'all out in the street, because now it's just curfew and there's nobody to force you to stay in the house. Y'all in the street. Fuck a curfew, fuck a this, fuck a that. They bring in martial law and you niggas out here like that, they will put a bullet in your ass and now you're dead. So I'm not looking for the government to bring unity between me and my people. If we decide to come together, it will be because we decide to come together. But it's gonna get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better. That's my personal belief. And I honestly pray that it does not go to that. If it gets to that point, we're already seeing shit that we've never seen in our lifetime, that our parents have never seen in our lifetime. I took my son to the grocery store just so he could see that the shelves were empty, just so he could see what panic and disarray looks like off of a cold, off of a flu, off of something that's been around. But if you control media, then you know how to incite panic. And if you have an idiot who's in charge of power, then shit is going to be way worse than what it actually really is. So, no, I don't. If that shit happens, it's going to be real bad. Real bad.
Oh, yeah, we not ready for that shit at all. Motherfuckers not gonna be brought together. A lot of times it do take some bullshit to bring motherfuckers together, and it's possible, but it's highly unlikely. I don't see motherfuckers getting together or putting shit together because I haven't seen it on a large scale yet. Like, nigga, when it was time to get the toilet paper out, there was one nigga getting all the rolls, and then everybody else had to fight for the remaining rolls. Just like with the fucking hand sanitizer. Homeboy brought a whole garage full of that shit. He wasn't evenly distributing that shit out. They made that nigga donate that shit. Like, motherfuckers is gonna go for self. Like, you know, it's the first rule of human nature. Self-preservation. Motherfuckers is gonna be for self at the end of the fucking day. So for the most part, motherfuckers gonna do what they gonna do. You would hope that everybody will get together. But like I keep on saying, what's gonna happen is gonna fucking happen. So, you know, my main thing as far as like, even when I give advice to the black community, start in your own fucking house and then we'll build from without. Like all that, everybody need to hug and hold hands shit, nigga. Hold hands in your house first. Then you can focus on the motherfuckers outside your house. But if that shit happen right now, nigga, we not ready, nigga. My whole advice to everybody that I've been giving is fix your own shit, cause shit finna get rough, nigga. So you better make sure you ain't got no holes in the bottom of your boat.
Yeah, and they gonna start doing that. They have that vaccine coming out. So, you know, if conspiracy theorists are right, this vaccine probably would have that chip or whatever the case in it. But
yeah, I wouldn't advise my people to take that.
I don't think.
Please.
I think that's one thing most niggas is agreeing on. I ain't seen a nigga say, I'm waiting for the vaccine.
The older heads in our community are ready and willing to take that shit. I've seen it on Facebook. Yeah. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, because they at high risk, so they're
willing.
So,
yeah. I'm gonna die by mine, G.
Well, And today's cat versus dog. The winner is CJ.
Woo! Well, that's been another episode of the Cat vs. Dog podcast with myself, CJ, and my amazing co-host, Young Dolemite, and none other than the super producer, Ben Reddy. Be sure to tune into all the podcasts here on the Townhouse Media under the umbrella. You've got Cat vs. Dog. We're here every Sunday at about 3 o'clock. Too Much Game at 5 o'clock.
She remembered. That's fucking crazy.
No Rules podcast. Stop
Turning over a
playing
whole
me.
new leaf
oh
out
my
here.
God.
New year,
Every
new
time.
CJ. Damn.
Same
The
bitch.
quarantine got motherfuckers out here thinking much clearer.
Same.
Remembering podcasting.
Same. Been the same one. A1, day one. Never
Except
switch
now
up.
she remembers my podcast. This is crazy. I'm gonna mark
Too
this on
Much
my calendar.
Game. Seriously, not another
Put it on my
podcast.
Friday nights at 9 p.m.
Let's see if she can remember.
Oh, no, I don't know the times. No, I know all the podcasts under the umbrella. Do I know the times that they come on? No.
Do you know about the Super Salad podcast that they just came out with?
No.
Oh, see.
You
He
making up
tripping.
shit.
Super Salad, like 5 months old. They been out here. Shout out to Super Salad.
See, now you confusing the people.
Shout out to the Super Salad podcast.
Stupid.
Pork chops and applesauce. You don't know about pork chops and applesauce? That's a
Ain't
real
bring me.
podcast.
It is a real podcast. Original. You ain't bring me.
Shout out to pork chops and applesauce. But no rules. Wednesday evenings 5 p.m. and the Talk Flirty podcast Tuesday evenings at 6 p.m. Any closing words, CJ?
Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
Shout out to Sugar Free.
There you go.
Any words, B?
Coffee filters make tissue paper.
Ben!
It's hard to think straight when your nuts is heavy. Fuck all the time. Fuck as much as possible. If you're gonna be quarantined, fuck.
Oh, wait,
Fuck.
quarantine, yeah.
You ain't gonna leave room for sucking?
That too. Sucking comes before fucking.
It can come wherever.
Sucking,
It
licking.
can come in between. It can come
Yeah.
after. It can come.
Suck as much as possible too.
Y'all familiar with
Whenever you change positions, try to work some sucking and licking into
y'all
that
familiar
shit.
with ATMs?
Yeah.
What's ATM? No.
Don't do ATM.
Wait, what's ATM?
That's not for us.
Wait. What's ATM on in the show?
Good night, y'all. Oh no, it's a ass to mouth.
What's
Don't
that?
do ATM. Pull it out your booty hole, put it in your mouth. Don't do that.
Oh no, don't do that.
Value your mouth. That's how you get
What?
coronavirus. That's how you get
That
corona.
sounds like how you get
That's how you
corona.
get coronavirus. So don't do that shit. We'll see you motherfuckers
Don't
next
do that
week.
shit.